everyone. My name is Kartika and you're watching Synchro Shakti. Today I want to tell you a small little story time that I heard on a Instagram post and I thought it was really wonderful. Somehow it resonated with me, but I did share this around before and a lot of people didn't find this message to be fitting, but still it's in my soul, so I want to express it. So this is a story time of a little boy or a young boy who went down towards the river and essentially started playing around the river and got a little too deep and started drowning. And he started yelling for help. He said, "Help, help, someone help me, I'm drowning." A man happened to be walking past that riverbed and he heard the sound, so he followed it and saw that someone was drowning inside the river. Now, instead of going and helping that little boy, that man yelled out to him saying, "What is wrong with you? Why did you go all the way there? You know you were drowned. This is not good. This is not safe. Why did you do that? How could you be so stupid as to go so deep and drown yourself?" And the drowning boy yelled back at him saying, "I understand, but yelling at me is not going to save me. Can you please come and save me first and then advise me later?" I think for me that particular story was really interesting because ever so often when people around us are drowning and whatever problems that they're going through, including ourselves, we are very quick to give advice or to judge or to say, "I told you so, this is why I told you not to do that, how could you be so stupid, how could you be so unconscious, how could you this, how could you that," instead of actually helping the person first and advising them later, right? I think many of us growing up in whatever society, in my case the Indian society, in your case whatever society, we are so scared of talking about our problems to other people because we're worried about this negative reaction from them, this reaction of "I told you so, how can you be so stupid to get yourself into such trouble, into such deep waters." But we're all human and we all make mistakes, and it's natural for it's normal for humans to make mistakes. That's what makes us grow and evolve, right? Otherwise we'll be a perfect species. There'll be no evolution. So it's okay if you made a mistake. Even to yourself, instead of beating yourself down, help yourself out first. Then analyze the situation, advise yourself to be better or do better the next time something like this happens. But same thing it goes with you and your kids. For example, if your kids get into trouble and your kids are lying to you about it, that means you overreacted at some point that negatively impacted your child, and now they don't want to tell you the truth, right? Because you will tell them, "How could you be so stupid to do that?" Hey, guess what? We've all been there. We've all been the recipients of it. I'm not a parent, so I've not really yelled at someone else like that. But I understand that this is kind of a social, cultural thing for us to tell people off instead of just helping them when they need our help, right? Sometimes the greatest help doesn't come in the form of advice. It comes in the form of silent listening. A lamp post, I read this in the Prosperous Coach book, right? A lamp post does more to somebody to just speak to a lamppost, even though it's just a lamppost, than someone who's just giving unasked for advice, right? So sometimes advice is not the best way to help someone initially. Advice is handy later on, especially when they ask for it. But the best way to help someone is to give an undivided ear, unconditional attention to the person and not to judge them. This way it'll be easier for them to not judge themselves, and through that embrace, through that space, through that acceptance, they can come out of the quicksand that they were in. Okay, so that is essentially my story time for you guys. Let me know in the comments if this story resonated with you, and tell me how exactly does this story touch you. Is this something you experienced before? Do you think it's an important message? Let me know. I love you all and I will see you very, very soon. Namaste.